This is a quick full body warm up aimed at getting your body and your breath ready for your next workout. We'll start just kind of in a comfortable standing position with 3 very deep breaths, establishing that mind-body connection. With your inhale, sweep your arms out to the sides, around and up. And then as you exhale with a sigh, let it out, bend the knees. Twice more, inhale. Exhale, sigh. Last one, big breath, inhale, and exhale, sigh. We'll come to the back of the mat here. Let your feet be nice and wide, a gentle bend in the knees. And again, inhale, reach your arms overhead. On the exhale, keep the knees deeply bent as you bring your hands to the mat. Start to walk your hands forward into a plank pose. Curl the tail, the pubic bone towards the navel. Bring your knees to the mat for this first round. You can have a micro bend in the elbows here or a full push-up. Bring the chest toward the earth. And then as you exhale, press up. Bring the knees up. Come back through downward dog. Nice and slowly walk the hands back to the feet. Rise up to stand. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. We'll go right back down now. We're doing 2 more like that, just walking the hands out now to a plank. You might keep the knees elevated this time, gentle push-up. Connecting body and breath here, movement and breath. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, right back down. Last time, walk the hands out to plank, your choice here. Start to feel some heat in the body, some circulation. Rise on the inhale and exhale, relax your hands. We'll walk back out to a downward dog now. So slowly just allow the knees to bend. Find your own way to downward dog. Keep the knees gently bent here for these first few breaths. No need to stretch the backs of the legs too much. Lift the heels nice and high. Shine your sitting bones up and back. Press evenly through all 10 finger pads. Wrap your inner upper arm bones toward the front of your mat. Navel to spine here, and then pedal out the feet. Feel some expansion in the backs of the legs, the upper and lower legs here. And again, we're just in sort of a gathering mode, picking up any information the body might be trying to communicate before we go in to our workout. Let your knees come down to the mat here. Turn the fingers back so that they're facing your knees. A few rounds of cat and cow breath with this shape in the hands to stretch the wrists and the forearms. As you inhale, soften the belly, shine the sitting bones back, ripple up the spine, gaze up, and then reverse that from the sitting bones. Curl the tail under, coil through the belly, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, open in cow pose. Expand the front line of the body and exhale, round. Last one like this. Inhale and exhale. You can flip the grip of your hands now. Keep your hips and your legs as they are, so hips directly over the knees. And then begin to walk your hands out any amount. We're coming into puppy pose. So you can bring the chest toward the earth, forehead to the mat. Keep some integration in the arms here, so without collapsing in the elbows. The shoulders are strong. And then rest the forehead on the mat. Start to bring your palms to touch. And then take a bend in the elbows. Bring your thumbs to your neck or to the upper back. Just a gentle stretch for the triceps here, the backs of the arms, maybe even into the armpit. Create some traction by dragging the body back away from the elbows to create some length there. And then release once again. Back to downward dog. Gaze forward towards your hands. Bring your big toes closer together, maybe even to touch. Then as you inhale, bend the knees wide. Take your hips to your heels. Exhale, come forward to plank. Inhale, nice and wide like a frogger stance here. Finding some spring in the joints, stretching the ankles, the feet, the hips. Last 2 here. And last one. This time as you come back, use that spring to step your feet to your hands. Coming into a nice gentle forward bend here so the knees stay deeply bent. You can sway the hips, bend and straighten the legs here. Relax the head, neck, and shoulders. Then we'll enter a bit of a flow as you inhale, lengthen your spine. I'll mirror you in movement here. Step your left foot back into a lunge. Left hand stays planted. Inhale, spin the right arm open. Exhale, release that down. Step the back foot forward. Exchange sides. So your right leg steps back, right hand planted, left arm spins open. Bit of rotation for the spine here. Step the back foot forward. We'll take 2 more like that each side in your own pace. You can also just hold this stretch if you're feeling more of the stillness for your warm-up. Back foot forward. And we'll enjoy one more time each side, connecting to the rhythm of your breath here, spinning open. And the next time that your left leg is back, pause in the lunge, add a gentle bend in your back knee, and then slowly rise. Let your arms reach overhead in the lunge here, front knee bent, and kind of deepen the lunge. So the knees directly over the ankle, your back knee also bent in a safe way, so not too much strain on the hip flexors. Interlace your fingers, press your palms away from you, and stretch the body up as you let the knees bend a bit deeper. So create some length in the spine here, space between the bones. And then release your arms by your sides. From here, we'll pivot over to the long edge of the mat into a nice, deep, wide squat here. Let your arms find a T. We'll just alternate sides. So we're now going to be turning to the left with the arms up into a lunge, and then back to T with that deep, wide squat. Lunge, squat, arms to T, lunge, arms overhead. Just a few breaths here, finding some rhythmic movement as we warm the legs and the hips. The next time that you're over your left leg, pause here. This time we'll interlace the fingers at the low back. Start to stretch the arms straight and strong. Find a bit of expansion across the chest. Release the arms, inhale, reach overhead. Then come back through center. Once again, the arms come to T. This time begin to straighten the legs and turn the toes slightly in, heels slightly out. We'll reach the arms up, cross at the wrists, and maybe bring the palms to touch. Or you can also just bring the hands to touch overhead. Sometimes this is a lot of sensation in the shoulders. If that crisscross doesn't work for you, you can also interlace the fingers and release the index finger and thumb. Take a big inhale breath. And as you exhale, side bend to the right. Opening the sides of the waist, the sides of the legs. Come up through center. If you have the wrists crossed, you can switch the grip here. And then as you exhale, side bend over to the left, squeezing the inner upper arm bones to the ears. Come back up through center, huge inhale, and exhale, release the arms. You are ready to move.